In the event of an emergency evacuation, please follow these guidelines. If you are seated in the lower rows of level 100, please walk down the stairs to the floor, proceed through the nearest portal, and exit the building. For the upper rows of level 100, walk up the stairs to the concourse and exit through the nearest doors. Those seated in 200, 300, or loge seating walk downstairs to the concourse to exit through the nearest doors. Elevators will not be in service, but event staff will be available to guide and assist you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to Thompson-Boling Arena and the College of Communication and Information commencement exercises today. This day represents a milestone accomplishment in the lives of all of our students. Please remember, this is a formal academic ceremony and appropriate decorum is expected. Please be respectful throughout the ceremony and remember that the focus of the day is on our students. At the conclusion of today's ceremony, all of our graduates will be asked to exit up the stands to the concourse level of the arena. Guests are not allowed on the floor. Now, I ask that you please rise for the academic processional. The procession includes the graduates of the class of 2022 and faculty representatives of the college, led by College Marshal Dr. Guy Harrison, Assistant Professor in the School of Journalism and Electronic Media. University of Tennessee Knoxville Provost John Zomchek and Dean Joseph Mazer will lead the commencement stage party that includes honored guests and members of the college administration. Please remain standing as we begin today's ceremonies with the singing of our national anthem. Gentlemen, please remove your caps and join Hannah Alfaro and Edie Johnson in singing the Star-Spangled Banner.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Please be seated. My name is Joe Mazer, and I have the honor of serving as Dean of the College of Communication and Information. I want to start by recognizing our graduates here today. I'm really proud of you, of each and every one of you. It's an honor to be with you all today. How about a big round of applause for the class of 2022? On behalf of the faculty and staff of the college, I want to welcome our graduates, their family and friends, and guests as we celebrate the class of 2022. I would like to introduce the stage party and ask that each individual stand and remain standing until the entire party has been introduced. And I ask the audience to please hold your applause until all members have been introduced. Seated to my right, Dr. John Zomchik, University of Tennessee Provost and Senior Vice Chancellor. Sharon Price John, our commencement speaker. Dr. Catherine Luther, Director of the School of Journalism and Electronic Media. Dr. John Haas, Director of the School of Communication Studies. And Dr. Julie Longmire, Assistant Dean for Undergraduate Programs and Advising. Seated to my left, Dr. Ababa Orisa, Director of the School of Information Sciences. Dr. Courtney Childers, Associate Professor representing the Tombra School of Advertising and Public Relations. And Dr. Susie Allard, Associate Dean for Research. Thank you all so very much for your dedication to our university, college, schools, and most importantly, our students. Will you please help me thank and welcome members of our stage party? Y'all may be seated. Dr. Haas, I'm going to ask you to stand again, please. On June 30th, Dr. Haas will conclude 27 years of service as Director of the School of Communication Studies. He will return to full-time teaching in the school. We are incredibly grateful for his many years of leadership and vision as Director of the School of Communication Studies. His transformative leadership has paved the way for so many future generations of students and faculty, and we are so fortunate that he will remain at UT as a member of the faculty, will you please help me give Dr. Hawes a big, loud round of applause? Graduates, you have each endured trying times during the COVID-19 pandemic over the past 2 years. However, you each have persevered and grown immensely, and we are so very proud of you. Graduation is one of the most special days in the life of a university and is a memory each of you will take with you throughout your life with pride and honor. Today is a day where we celebrate your hard work, your dedication, and your achievements, and get to imagine all the future possibilities that lie ahead of each of you. Not only is today about our graduates, it's also a time for us to recognize those who have paved the way, stood by your side, were your biggest fans, all to help you get to this moment, your family and friends who are with us today. So to all the moms and dads, spouses, grandparents, siblings, children, aunts and uncles, and friends who are with us today, you honor us with your presence as we celebrate our graduates today. I think they deserve a big round of applause. I also want to give a warm welcome to any alumni of the University of Tennessee who are with us today. If you are a graduate of this great university, will you please stand so we can welcome you back home to Rocky Top? Next, I'd like to recognize and thank our dedicated faculty and staff whose commitment to excellence in teaching, research, and service help to ensure your success at UT. If you are faculty or staff of the College of Communication and Information, will you please stand to be recognized? Now I have the great pleasure of introducing our commencement speaker, Sharon Price John, President and CEO of Build-A-Bear Workshop. Since 2013, Sharon has led the company through a financial turnaround while refreshing the nearly 25-year global brand. During her tenure, Sharon has navigated the organization through an evolutionary period by diversifying the company's business model, accelerating a corporate digital transformation, and extending the company's intellectual properties through a variety of entertainment ventures. One of the fun adventures she's had at Build-A-Bear is when she was on the TV show Undercover Boss, and was able to see firsthand what it's like to work in various positions at the company she leads. She donned a wig and a new identity to work in retail and warehouse positions to get a broader understanding of the experiences of employees and customers at Build-A-Bear. As Jessie on Undercover Boss, Sharon supported 4 employees for their families' college funds, medical bills, and their professional development. Sharon has 3 decades of experience, including strategic marketing, product development, innovation, and change management. She has worked with several iconic brands, with tenure at companies that include Hasbro, Mattel, and Wolverine Worldwide. Before joining Build-A-Bear, Sharon was president of the Stride Right Children's Group, where she led the operations of the historic footwear business. Though she now lives in St. Louis, where Build-A-Bear is headquartered, Tennessee will always be part of her story. She comes from a long line of Tennesseans and grew up in Fayetteville before she came here to the University of Tennessee. Sharon holds a bachelor's degree in advertising from this very college and an MBA from Columbia University. She has served on the college's Board of Visitors for 7 years and has dedicated her time and service to moving our college forward. Would you please join me in welcoming back home to Rocky Top the President and CEO of Build-A-Bear, Sharon Price John.
Thank you. It is truly an honor and a pleasure to be here today. I'm excited to be addressing you on this momentous occasion. So yeah, back in 1982, in another packed auditorium at my freshman orientation at the University of Tennessee, we were asked to look to our left and look to our right, and we were told that only one of us would be graduating. Well, you know, I don't know if that actually happened, but 4 years later, I was sitting in a chair among another sea of people, just like you today, with hopes and dreams and fears, ready to walk across the stage and get my college diploma. And I remember it like it was yesterday. And you will too, because this is not a random Saturday in May, not for anyone in this auditorium. This is the day that your child, your grandchild, your niece, nephew, cousin, sibling, this is the day that you are graduating from college. This is a day that you, as a part of the class of 2022, have earned. You will want to remember this day too. So look around and absorb it. Take a mental picture and congratulate the people next to you, because unlike that ominous statement made during my freshman orientation, all of you have made it. No one gave you this moment, and no one can take this moment away from you, ever. But still, it's just a moment. It's a moment filled with excitement on your left, but maybe some uncertainty on your right, or maybe a moment of accomplishment on your right, and what's next on your left. There's something that I like to do in business to assess situations like this that I call the what, so what, and now what process. In this case, your what is yes, this is the day that you get your diploma. The so what is that you now have a college education and social currency to change the potential trajectory of your life, because that piece of paper just improved your statistical potential of a lot of things, from making more money to living longer. But it's almost always the case that the third question is the most important one and the most difficult to answer. It's the now what. Well, first, from now on, it's irrelevant who's sitting beside you, because your opportunity is right in front of you. And it's up to you to take it and make it something special. Obviously, you can't do it alone, but the world often tries to convince us that we're in competition with all of those sitting around you right now. But trust me, there is no one else in the race of making the most of your life but you. It can be tricky, this thing they call real life, but it can be managed, even without a curriculum, even without credits to signal what you've accomplished. Life is a lot less structured with no assigned guidance counselor. So what will you do with this amazing life? Admittedly, the fact that your current options and potential pathways are practically endless can be both empowering and daunting. I remember not knowing exactly what to do or how to think about the future, and I spent plenty of time doing things that others might have considered getting off track. But now when I look back on my life, I have to ask, how in the world did that happen? How did this small-town Southern girl go to New York City to work in the mecca of the ad industry and get a master's in business, hold senior executive positions at a number of Fortune 500 companies, work on scores of iconic brands, and eventually become the CEO of Build-A-Bear Workshop, all while raising a family and having plenty of fun and adventures along the way. So I've tried to boil it down to 4 insights based on some specific things that I did, or more importantly, that I believed, that I think made just enough difference for me to improve my odds even more beyond that college degree, and I wanted to share them with you today. Now bear with me. As they shared, I am an ad major here at the College of Communications, so I could not stop myself from making this a mnemonic device, but I based it on the word VOLS, V-O-L-S. The first thing that made a difference in my life was having a vision. So V is for vision. You must decide what you want to achieve in life. You need a vision. What are you passionate about? What makes you happy? Where do you imagine yourself in 5 years, in 10 years? Or like me, when you look back on the last 36 years. Set your goals and write them down. Seriously, write them down. Revisit them, revise them. I did and I still do. What if a company did not have a clear strategic plan or financial goals that were written down? Well, they would most likely fail. And why should that be different for people? Neuroscientific studies have shown that this single action can increase your chances of success by up to 150%. And while you're at it, be sure to write down some big goals. Goals that make you uncomfortable. Goals that you think are out of reach. Aristotle said, it is a part of probability that many improbable things will happen. All that means is that somebody's going to beat the odds. Heck, I'm living proof. And all I'm asking is why not you? Even so, the average person will still choose not to do this simple, potentially life-changing task. And then, those odds are that even the majority of you will choose the route of the average person and not take this advice seriously. Just remember that if you choose to live your life based on averages, that's exactly the life you will get, an average one. Have a life vision and write it down. O is for optimism. How can you achieve your big vision if you don't even believe it's possible? Being focused on keeping a positive outlook sometimes receives a bad rap or maybe even an accusation of being naive. But the data supporting the benefits of seeing the bright side of life has gained significant credibility. A Forbes article on how brain science reveals the striking power of optimism notes that cultivating a positive attitude can contribute to everything from improving your health, reducing stress, increasing motivation, and just making you happier. And isn't that the real goal in life after all? To be truly happy? No matter how much we think we want to achieve this or that material accomplishment, those are all just roads to what you believe is going to make you happy, isn't it? To be clear, I am not talking about just being cheerful all the time for no apparent reason. This is about mastering the art of making conscious choices in life with a positive attitude. And guess what? Research from Inc. magazine says that for the vast majority of you, this is indeed a choice. Choose to be an optimist. L is for learning. You will no doubt need to keep learning new skills to achieve your life's vision. Yes, you have already accomplished a huge goal in obtaining your college degree, but learning should not stop here, and it should not stop now. Life moves on, the world moves on, technology moves on, business moves on, people move on. Your job after graduation may not even exist a few years from now. So if you don't move on, you will be left behind. Please stay intellectually curious. If I don't know how to do something, most of the time I'm just willing to figure it out. An opportunity comes to those who will raise their hand to life. Being willing to learn and try new things has led me to new companies, new cities, new experiences, including living in different countries, meeting so many remarkable people, and creating wonderful memories. And there's another big plus. Mastering new skills does not only increase your odds of achieving that vision, it also is a key element to improving the quality of your life for the rest of your life. So never stop learning. And finally, S, the most important one, is for self-confidence. Without confidence, much of your competence will go wasted. Build your confidence no matter what price. The world needs more people that are both competent and confident. That's a pretty powerful statement from the World Economic Forum, but that's right. Even with a written vision, optimism, and a willingness to keep learning, if you don't believe in yourself, you may never achieve your actual potential. Life will offer you a lot of opportunities, circumstances, situations, and things where you can go for it. And sometimes you won't be sure if you can do it or what the outcome will be. Will you allow that uncertainty to keep you from trying because of a fear of failure? Or will you try and fail and then let that failure keep you from trying again? The answer to these questions often comes down to your personal level of self-confidence. And that lack of self-confidence can cause you to be too trepidatious to ever chase your dreams. And sometimes even worse, it may influence you to set goals below your actual potential because you are afraid. This is not an invitation to be arrogant. It's a moment to recognize that cultivating a healthy dose of self-confidence can help you push through your own perceived limits and take calculated risks. Plus, it can help you keep moving when things don't work out like you planned. And you know what? That's going to happen. That's the deal. It happens to everyone, including me. What matters is who tries again. And it's that level, again, of your self-confidence that can help you turn those eventual stumbling blocks into stepping stones to learn from and keep going, which is strongly linked to success, no matter how competent you are. Besides, if you've never tried and failed, do you even know what your limits are? Plus, if your failure ultimately causes you to raise your own bar, is it really failure at all? Self-confidence is key. Believe in yourself. VOLS, vision, optimism, learning, and self-confidence have made a big difference for me since the 4 decades ago this very week that I too walked across the stage to receive a diploma, but from Lincoln County High School in my hometown of Fayetteville, Tennessee. At that time, I already knew that I would soon be headed to Knoxville to participate in that freshman orientation that I shared with you. But I did not know that my experience and education gained here at the University of Tennessee would serve as an instrumental building block for so much of what was yet to come. And it would ultimately lead me right back here today. Today, the day that you are graduating from college, a day that will always be a part of who you are, how you think about yourself, and how you think about your future. Remember this day, a day when you were filled with possibility and potential. Use these experiences that you've gained here at UT to write a bold personal vision. Recall those inspirational moments from your professor and the amazing people that you've met. To remain optimistic. Be grateful that you were afforded an environment that encouraged education and continued learning. And then you can look back on this day when you're in doubt and with your emboldened self-confidence that you have today that I hope is bubbling over in you right this moment. I truly believe that this generation of young, vibrant souls, of digital natives who care so much about each other and about this earth, of people who have already been through an extraordinary life ride of ups and downs, is destined to do amazing things that will change the world in positive ways. I also believe that each of you has an incredible opportunity to play an important part in that destiny, and that taking that journey as Tennessee Vols will be of great benefit through the years as it has been for me. So when you ask yourself, now what? Remember this day, because now you are Vols for life. VOLS. This is your moment to go out and create an incredible now what. Clarify your vision, live with optimism, continue to learn, and be self-confident, and why wouldn't you You are the great class of 2022. And to help you remember this day and to celebrate, please look under your chairs for a little surprise. These are your special College of Communication graduation bears, and they are provided for you to remember this day. Congratulations, class of 2022.
Thank you, Sharon, for your inspiring remarks, your dedication to this college. How about another hand for the President and CEO of Build-A-Bear? Today, we are pleased to recognize each of our graduates individually. I ask that you respect the families of all graduates so that each can hear the name of their graduate as it is called. Provost John Zomchuk will join me on the lower platform to congratulate the graduates. Once you have crossed the stage and had your photo taken, please return to your seats. The official degree conferral will take place once all names have been called.
As we recognize our graduates today, we want to take a moment to recognize Mackenzie Scott, a student of the Tombra School of Advertising and Public Relations, who sadly passed away last year. In the face of severe medical challenges, she remained committed to her coursework and was determined to complete her degree. Mackenzie's presence stood out even in a large classroom. She had the warmest smile and heart, along with impressive drive. While in the hospital, she communicated with faculty on a regular basis to stay on track with her work. She epitomized the volunteer spirit with courage and compassion. Her light was very bright and continues to shine in the lives of those she has touched. At this time, I would like to recognize Mackenzie's parents, Bob and Penny Scott, who are with us today. I would now like to take a moment of silence in honor of Mackenzie and all those who could not be with us here today. Thank you. Now, it is our pleasure to recognize the 2022 graduates of the College of Communication and Information. Christopher Akporo-Janae. Lillian Margaret Allen. Sophie Caroline Becknell. Nicole Benton. Diana Rose Best. Maxwell Connor. Stephen James Bagwell. Quinn Bonner. Matthew David Boshears. Kayla Browning. Kendall Ann Clark. Jocelyn Mariah Castro. Austin Lee Bible. Dixie E. Colley. Catherine Cunningham. Ruben Cedeno Eraso. Noah Christopher Cormany. Sydney Grace Broussard. Kate Hartman. Caroline Elizabeth Gregory. Nicholas James D'Alessandro. Erin Nicole Collins. Madeline Elise Barnhill. Julia Schrader. Sarah Elizabeth Berry. Nev Elizabeth Burton. Jackson Cuvion. Chanel Deline Tabios Briones. Kendrick Elaine Catron. Kinsey Nicole Bartlett. Jackson Gregory Bowling. Drew Thomas Danger Callicott. Allison Marie Chassé. Jessica Black. Graham Cullinan. Patrick Connor Carey. Caitlin Bailey. Carrie Catherine Weldon. Olivia Rice. Emily Jewel Bishop. Ansley Rush Adcock. Nicole DeRocco. Carson Cuviello. Rachel Ann Birdsong. Nicholas Brabham. Taylor Madison Clower. Jenna Chidwick. Braden Barnes. Jillian Ryan Barnes. Jordan Sean Brown. Ryan Callahan. Michael Jones Carone. Cecily Kraft. Jerome Carvin. Megan Michelle Cochran. Benjamin Campbell. Sophie Elise DeBrawl. Jarek Stonewall Franklin. Catherine Fellholzer. Brianna Carolyn Fortuna. Brooke Olivia Foreman. Mary Constance Fouts. Hayden Flatt. Bryson Garrett. Taylor Lee Eddington. Kaylee Ellen Fain. Clara McLeod Oaks. Grayson Gamble. Noah Gabriella Siskind. Hannah Grace Meeks. Adam Charles Dupes. Robert Jackson Calloway. Caroline Bailey. Sierra Kennedy Nippa. Kiri Dunn. Riley Rice. Cameron Spencer Farron. Janie Leah Everett. Sophie Louise Gover. Kennedy Sloan Green. Sharon Nicole Grayson. Claudia Ruth Gutierrez. Avery Caroline Foster. Margaret Alice Griner. Charlie Joyce. Megan Heintz. Taylor Ellis. Sydney Gilreath. Tamara Castani. Kelly Glasgow. Grace Marguerite Ellison. Alexandra Grace DeMarco. Paige Sears Gorman. Courtney Taylor Gibson. Rachel Nicole Bray. Caroline Rebecca Legg. Madeline Littleton. Julia Elizabeth Cook. Anna Miller McCloskey. Rebecca Jernigan. Taylor Mackenzie German. Hannah Renee Joyce. Christine Constance Erickson. Anna Eileen Kemmer. Kelly Leanne Futrell. Christopher Clark Johnson. Alexandra Palazzo. Elizabeth Hamilton McCarthy, Anna Rose DeCesar, Carmen Gutierrez, Sham Huez Cindy, D'Angelo Haslam Carter, Rachel Lynn Jordan, Thomas Williams Jankowski, Cameron Nicole Hutt, Kaylee Johnson, Lindsay Grace Jones, Chelsea Hall, Mattingly Catherine Hayden, Savannah Elizabeth Halley, Miller Grace Cole, Haley Carr Revachol, Haley Alexandra Surf, Madeline Elizabeth Johnson, Kendall Elaine Jones, Mary Claire Lancaster, Nestor Lucas, Colton Leo Matherly, Tyler McCarty, Cameron K. Martz, Brittany Nicole Alexis Moshenko, Tristan Fallon Mariansky, Shelby Alexandra Moore, Erin McCaskill, Olivia Jordan Maxwell, Akil Jaden Mohammed, Marissa Nicole Hardy, Marcus Pierce Jr., Caroline Elizabeth Quaid, Carrie McLeod, Jonathan Hollis Mason, Matthew Christopher McKnight, Hunter Milkey, Abby Nicole Mangum, Jasmine Nicole Martin, Summer Alexis Martin, Cullen Thomas McCurry, Hannah Grace May, Hannah Dove Maurice, Asia Mowry, Matthew Carter McCulloch, Tyler Wayne McGuire. Walker Lewis Beatty. John Weeby Morrow. Matthew Robert Lavender. Adrienne Renee Norro. Amber Brooke Scruggs. Kelly Michelle Peters. Jalen Northern. Sophia Alexis Spera. Jesse Maley. Jack Major. Kevin Ryan Marth. Nicholas Aaron Mackley. Alexandra McFall. Cameron Miller. Kayla Matlock. London J. Montague. Nia Murthel. Ahmed Mustafa. Bridget Marie Nagdeman. Abby Elizabeth Severns. Cameron Michelle Eaton. Bailey Euler. Ryan Lawrence Neach. Alexandria Rodriguez. Mackenzie Danielle Ostrom. Christina Peterson. Holland Elizabeth Parkins. Austin Mitchell Orr. Zachary Ryan Patton. Hunter Lee Patton. Lauren Ashley Rodolphe. Alyssa Marie Richardson. Reagan Elizabeth Ratcliffe. Sammy Roebuck. Peyton LeRae Todd. Bowling Winborn Sewell. Rainey Smith. John Patrick Sheehan III. Jared Stark. Matthew Stallings. Gianna Maria Pelazon. Grace Levinsky. Olivia Hope Calfee. Madison Grace Russell. Mia Marquez. Kinsey K. Hobbs. Grayson Marie Roberson. Thomas Jeremiah Baltimore III. Taylor Hockman. Christopher Botsko. Riley Thompson. Delaney Ray Turson. Alan Michael Toney. Scarlett Simpson. Eleanor Jane Tidwell. Christina Marie Young. Corey Stewart. Noelle Rose Sunderland. Justin Robert Scarlett. Ryan Lee Schumpert. Ethan Jeffrey Stone. Solomon O'Brien Trapp. Keenan Alexander Thomas. Brandon Schoen. Nathan Elisha Tosado. Jackson Craig Williams. Barrett Benjamin Walker. Riley Madison Woody. Dominic Joseph Webster. Ethan Wright. Jake Matthew Yoder. Reagan Watkins. Samantha Nicole Wathen. Grace Wanucha. Autumn Opal Williams. Alexandra May Williams. Natalie Grace Welch. Kimberly Ann Lawless. Nina Elise Howard. Cassandra Jocelyn. Alyssa Noel Jane Platt. Nicholas A. Hill. Soraya Hudson. Savannah Marie Lara. Jackson Holland. Bradley Marquis Jones. Samuel Perry Hall. Lyra Kensington Yuskevich. David Norman Krebs. Christian McNeil Knox. Stedman Craig Love. Isabella Erica Kelly. Zawi Talier. Carson Kirby. Alina Camille Cardouche. Jesse Lee Douglas Keith. Matthew Thomas King. Sarah Elizabeth Lambert. Madison Lynn Lander. Kendall Starr Kowalski. Libby Joanne Larner. DeCory Lockridge. Brianna Nicole Lofton Talley. Bailey Aniston Lee. Maya Fabiola Losada. Olivia Kincaid. Michaela Leith. Randy Livingston. Christopher Newman Long. Tamara Monet Turner.
How about another big, loud round of applause for the class of 2022? In just a moment, Provost Zomchik will come to the podium to conduct the official conferral of degrees and conclude today's ceremony. You've waited a long time for this day, and I want you to enjoy it. After your degree has been conferred, I hope you'll celebrate and soak in this moment. After the conferral, graduates will exit up the stairs to the concourse level. Outside of the communications building, just outside of the communications building, on the edge of Circle Park, the torchbearer statue proudly displays the volunteer creed. One that beareth a torch, shadoweth oneself to give light to others. The torch is a symbol of knowledge, enlightenment, truth, and intellectual optimism. The belief that the light of truth and reason overcomes the darkness of ignorance. So, as new graduates of the College of Communication and Information and this incredible university, I encourage you in all that you do from this day forward to exemplify everything that it means to be a volunteer. When you believe in yourself and the light you give to the world, you will become a leader to others. You walked in today as CCI students. Now you will exit this ceremony as alumni. Today, your life as a UT graduate begins. Put others first through service and go forward and carry your torches brightly into this world. Make your life matter. Make the world a better place. Congratulations again, class of 2022, and go Vols!
All right, I have a question for everyone. Isn't it great to be a Tennessee Vol? We can feel the energy. I can feel the energy here today. I can feel the enthusiasm. I can see before me, thinking about our speaker, Sharon Price John, what she said about vision and optimism and learning and self-confidence. Now, you're about to be alumni. That's what you are. So what? Well, you heard Dean Mazur say, you've got to carry the torch. Why? Because when you carry that torch, you will remember the people here, the people up there, and all of the things that have made you what you are today. And you'll get so much back in return for carrying that torch, for your service, for remembering that you are volunteers, and that it is indeed great every single day to be a Tennessee Vol. When you come back, you know, when you go out and you see the torchbearer, remember, come back. We want to see you. When Dean Mazur asked everyone to stand who graduated from this great institution, it was such a proud moment for me to look and see how many alumni we have. You are joining 250,000 alumni today around the world who are proud to be Tennessee Vols. And some of you have heard me say this before, perhaps, but I'm going to say it again because it bears repeating. You may find yourself in a strange place. You may find yourself, as I did one day, in the parking lot of the Audubon Zoo in New Orleans, and I had on a baseball cap with a power tee, my grandchildren by the hand, going to the zoo, and you know what I heard? Go Vols. Because there are proud volunteers all over this country, all over this world, and I'm so proud that you're joining them. So, enough. The moment that you've been waiting for. You ready? Yeah, you sure? All right. I'm going to confer your degrees. I have to say the magic words or else you don't get your degrees, so I better say them, all right? Please stand. Your presence today demonstrates that you have completed all the work and requirements for your degrees. On behalf of the state of Tennessee and the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degrees for which you have been recommended. You're done. Undergraduates, move your tassels. You're done and you're just beginning. I'm so proud of you. Everyone in this building is so proud of you. The building would burst if it could. So remember this moment, as our speaker, Sharon Price John, said. It's important. We'll close this ceremony, as is our tradition at all commencements, with the singing of the alma mater. We'll take a few minutes afterwards to celebrate and soak in, and following a tradition that we started last year, you'll have a chance to express your excitement by throwing something in the air, probably your mortarboards, your caps, not the bears. Let's throw the caps in the air. So thank you for standing for the alma mater. After we are done with our singing and our celebration, The stage party will leave the stage, and that will be the end of the ceremony for today. Congratulations. Thank you, everyone, for being with us on this wonderful afternoon, and go Vols!
On a hallowed hill in Tennessee, like beacons shining bright, the stately walls of old duty rise glorious to the sight. So here's to you, old Tennessee, our alma mater true. We pledge in love and harmony our loyalty to you.
All right, are you ready to celebrate? On my countdown. Ready? Count of 3. 3, 2, 1.